Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. DIY number 1. For this, I'm going to use one of this Dollar Tree picture frame which has got like double glasses, and I attached one of this tissue paper which has got like nice lace pattern to it, and I just fixed the picture frame back, and I'm using one of this door hanger which has this heart and some ribbon and some jingle bells on it. So what I'm trying to do over here is I'm just removing and attaching that the bow back to it, and I'm going to use the same jingle bells. One is in beautiful light gray, another one is like light pink, and I'm basically covering all those metallic parts so it doesn't look like too shiny to me. And I'm going to let it dry, and after it is dried, I'm planning to basically attach that in the center of the heart, just like that, using a dab of a hot glue. If you can see, I'm attaching it, and I'm going to attach one more pink bell which would be like in a different length. This is how it looks after both the bells are attached to the heart. And now I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue around the heart, and I'm going to stick it on top of the glass, just like so. I didn't measure where exactly, I just eyeballed it, but it just got in the right place where I want to. And I'm snipping the edges of the ribbon to ducktail them, and one of them is like a little higher, so I'm just cutting that off and then ducktailing it like you see. And I think this is done. So what do you think about this? On to DIY number 2. For this one, I'm going to use one of these wooden cutouts from Dollar Tree. It has got like 2 of them. One is the cute gnome, and it's actually a decent size truck and gnome. So I'm going to use the gnome for this project. So I'm going to paint all over his hat with this pink chalk paint, and this chalk paint I got from Michael's in after Christmas sale, so it came in a good discounted price for me, and it's actually a pretty good paint, and it covers, like you see how the letters are cleanly covered. And then I'm taking white chalk paint, and I'm basically covering the other half of the gnome with white paint. After a couple of paints, he looks like this. So now I'm going to basically decorate his shoes with this black chalk paint from Dollar Tree, and I'm just trying to draw his shoes. Now he got his beautiful 2 shoes. Now I'm going to decorate his nose. I have this wooden bead, a big one. I'm just taking a dab of a hot glue and attaching that to just give like a nose look over there, and that's the nose. And I'm thinking what kind of a heart he should hold. I tried the pink one, it doesn't make me really happy, and I tried a couple of options with this pink ornament heart, and that is also not really working. So I got this natural color wooden heart, and I'm taking a little bit of hot glue and attaching it in the center as though that is holding heart in his hands. And I painted pink on both sides to give the look that he's holding the heart. In the same white chalk paint, I'm drawing hearts. I'm going to work my way up all the way to fill the whole pink hat with white hearts. This is how he looks after his hat is decorated with hearts. And now I'm going to take a little bit of this baker's twine, pink and white, and I created a tiny bow, and I'm going to stick this bow on top of the heart, so that completes the heart decor over there. I don't know, for some reason the heart was without the bow, it wasn't looking like complete for me, so that's there. And I also have made one of this cute bow with one of the pink burlap ribbon, and that is going to go on one side of his hat, just like that. And I also have a cute pom-pom, and that completes the look for him. So you have to let me know what you think about this. On to DIY number 3. For this one, it's just actually a hack, I would say, and this is one of the oil warmer or candle warmer, and it's got like beautiful white and pink tone to it. And I tried several options to decorate this guy, and I went with green trim, and then I just took a piece of it and then I attached with a dab of a hot glue, and on top of this trim I was thinking, how should I decorate this guy? So I went with several options. I have this bunch of heart options. So one of these ornaments and then wooden cutouts. I was thinking, how should I decorate that? Then I thought, like, scattering all the hearts, all different kinds and shapes and colors on top of it, and that would actually look nice. So I'm going to go with that idea. And now I thought, like, I should also decorate this trim with some more berry garland. So I attached one of this berry garland around it to give like a nice pink pop of a color to it, and I just scattered on top of this all the hearts, and this completes the look of this beautiful oil warmer. So you have to let me know what you think about this as well. This video would be part of 4th Friday Open Challenge, and the theme would be Valentine's Day, and this is hosted by Sarah over Jujube DIY and Lisa over Our Grey House. I'll leave the links of their channels as well as the playlist in the description box. On to DIY number 4. For this, I'm going to take one of this wooden heart-shaped sign, and I'm going to take one of these wooden letters like forever and always. And it's got like such a beautiful letters, and it's so dainty, and wood quality is so good, and it's yet thin. So I'm going to paint it all these letters with pink chalk paint, like for all the projects that I've been doing. So I'm going to paint one coat. I'm not going to paint several coats because the wood is kind of white to me. After this coat, I'm going to let it dry. This is how it looks after it is dried. So I was thinking, like, I should cut those hearts out of it because they are kind of flowing out of the heart sign. So I'm just drawing like a couple of knives on it, and then if I just move back and forth, and then it's easy to rip off. It's that easy. The wood is kind of very thin. So this is how I just ripped it off, and I'm going to sand the hard surfaces to smooth it down wherever I see like really hard wood pieces there. And after it is kind of sanded it down, I'm going to stick it on back of this heart. So basically I'm getting this ready with, so removing the tags, and I'm going to reuse the tags again. And I'm also plucking those foam flowers, and I'm going to use for the other project, and I'm trying to place it in the right place where I can put this sign. And I thought of removing these tags, and I'm going to reuse it. I'm going to insert it in the direction where the sign goes, just like that. See, this is how we can use the tag for both the directions. This is how I kind of do it. Then I realized it needs a border, so I went with this big berry string border, and with the dab of a hot glue in the intervals, I'm just covering all the, the heart shape, just like so. I thought of making a natural wood and pink tone to this whole DIY, so I went with this natural wood color. I didn't paint, and look how beautiful these two colors are looking together. Now the berry string border is done, and this is how it looks after it is done. So I'm going to take my painted sign, and I'm going to apply generous amount of hot glue, and I'm going to stick it in right in a place where it can completely cover the letters. And I'm having a couple of options for the ribbon, so I went with the two of this burlap ribbon, one in pink and one with natural wood color brown. So I'm just pinching the wired part with this pruning scissor, and then I'm going to cut it because my scissor goes bad if I cut the wires. And this is my third or fourth scissor now. So I'm going to pinch these two together just like that and bend it and make two of the bows with a dab of a hot glue just like that. And I'm going to place on top of each other and pinch the center, and I'm going to use one of the baker's twine to tie it, and this is how it looks. And I'm going to stick on top of the tag, and I thought like that way it doesn't cover the letters, and that's where I'm taking a dab of a hot glue and I'm sticking it on top of the tag. I had this white and pink flowers bunch from my previous project, and I'm going to stick it in center of the bow just like that. It looks so gorgeous with the flowers, right? I think so. And now it needs some tails, so I went with the two other pieces like around 2 inches, and I cut it in half, and that's the same thing I'm going to do with the natural color also. And I'm cutting it to half, and these 4 would be the tails just like that. I'm going to overlap in alternate colors, one brown, one pink, one brown, one pink, like that. And I'm going to stick it on back of the bow just like that. Using dab of a hot glue, I'm going to stick all 4 of them, and this is kind of a wired one, so it just stays in place. So if I just arrange it in one time, it just stays in place there for me. So now all the tails are stuck. I'm just spreading it so it has like all of them looks nice. And I also have to ducktail it, right? So I'm just using my scissor, I'm just snipping off one tiny tangles, and that gives me like beautiful ducktail. And I think with this the sign looks complete, so you have to let me know what you think about it. So this is how it looks after all decked up, and I have this neon sign I just stuck just below that, and this is how I'm going to decorate. So this is it, guys. So let me know what you think about it. This is the final reveal of my Valentine DIYs. So let me start with the centerpiece. This is one of the picture frame, and this is having like a double glassed picture frame, and this is actually a lace patterned tissue paper, and I just placed that in middle of those 2 glass pieces, and I just framed it. And this is one of the door hanger with a heart and some bells, and I just used everything that is coming along with that. I painted white around the bells to just remove the extra shine, and I attached it, 2 of them, gray and pink. And the bow, double winged bow, is already coming in the door hanger. I just attached that in the bottom. And this is one simple Valentine DIY, pink themed, I wanted to share with y'all today. And the next one is this cute gnome. They came in 2 wooden cutouts, and the other one is this cute gnome. I painted white like you saw the process, and for hat I gave pink, and I drew some of this white hearts everywhere on his hat. And this is one of the wooden bead as his nose, and this is one of the wooden love sign cutout. And I painted his shoes black with a pink bow. Oh, I forgot one cute pom-pom on his hat. So this is one of the cute gnome, Valentine gnome, goes along with this picture frame. So this is one of it, and I'm just loving this guy. You have to let me know what you think about it. And this one is a simple hack, and this is actually a candle warmer or oil warmer, and it's got like beautiful pink flower on the top with white base. And all I did was I just stuck one of this cute trim that I had with green and pink lines around it. So I just stuck it around it, and also I just had this berry string, and I just stuck on top of it. I filled some of this different hearts that I got from Dollar Tree, and there's like an heart ornaments and some shiny hearts, some wooden cutouts, and I painted this as green. So yeah, this is another one. You have to let me know what you think about it. So these are the few of the simple, easy Valentine DIYs I wanted to share with y'all today. I hope you enjoyed watching and working along with me. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you would consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you again.